Fiscal, what are some of the activities and behaviors you could be doing at Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern that you aren't doing at the Cash Flow Kings?
The drink alcohols,
Mhm.
city girls, party lifestyle.
Yeah.
Those kind of things.
Yeah, those kind of things. But here on the Cash Flow Kings, we do real man's activities like talk about investing, how to not get margin called, how to not get completely obliterated and your life savings completely wiped away with a 4% year-to-date market correction. Just overall some positive lifestyle, behaviors we have around the Cash Flow Kings.
You could say that again.
Now, by the way, everybody, for last week, if you missed out, we had we didn't plan for it, but Blake wanted to show us this new company, and it was very interesting. We all three of us had separate pitches that we did. Of course, members only. You have to pay for it, $2 a month. You think we're going to give you that kind of value for free? You'd have to be crazy these days. But yeah, $2 a month. Become a Cash Flow Kings channel member.
Is it holding up pretty well? I would
imagine.
Well,
year to date, SPY's down almost 5%, right? And SCHD's up 1.86%.
But I thought it always underperformed the S&P 500.
Exactly.
What the heck is going on here?
Yep.
Yeah, finance guy told me that on Twitter.
People told me this. I don't understand.
Yeah. No, it's wild, man. When things are good for growth, things are great, but things can change very quickly. And SCHD does okay in great times and much better in bad times. And like I always say, over long periods of time, it still gets you that 8 to 10% that you'll get from the S&P, just in a different way. So long periods of time, it all kind of bounces out, right? But it just looks like it's lagging so much during the really growthy times. But things really do balance out over the long run.
Yeah,
I'll
say
I'm the turntables.
I'm very happy to have my 10% SCHD allocation for anybody that's been on my arse the last year and a half or whatever this bull run has been.
Right. And I think people also got to remember, hey, when the bull run starts again, SCHD will probably pull back a little. But like I said, it doesn't, you can get your 8% by going up 12, up 2, down 3, or, all these different ways. Or you can go up 20 for 2 years and then down 15 and then up 10, you're going to get there the same way. I'm sorry, you're going to get there different ways, but it's in the long run, it's very similar return. So yeah, I mean, it feels really good right now, but we'll have laggy times again, but you got to just ride with it. This is one that you don't sell because it's going to make you feel much better in times like this when things get rough. And and it hangs out pretty good when things are good too. So, and you still get that growing dividend all the time.
Yep. Unless you own SHG also with a potentially bigger allocation. I'm not saying anybody here does. Definitely. No, I'm definitely enjoying the holding up, I guess, the defensive structure of SHD right now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that all tonight.
Wow.
Fiscal, do you remember when I sold my Nike at $99 and we were talking about how that was a rough loss from when I initially bought?
Yeah. Because didn't you buy when it was it was
okay, we cut that part out. No. No, for full transparency, everybody, because I'm unlike some people, I actually believe in that.
But yeah.
2021 145 was.
Yeah, you were reluctant to get out, but I think now in hindsight, you're probably.
I'm thankful.
Glad you did. Yeah.
And Crocs, I would even say now is the better opportunity. It's crazy. I remember a year and a half ago, or even a year ago, maybe I was debating with Double D's of why I thought Nike would be the better company over a long period of time. And I guess my position, we literally switched spots. He owns Nike, and I'd be more bullish on Crocs.
Yeah, I actually feel the same way about that. Because at the end of the day, Crocs is sitting there at 6 or 7 times earnings with a big buyback, whereas Nike is still kind of expensive by comparison and not growing at all. And I've heard Crocs has some ways to grow still. There's still some potential.